Hi, I'm Sifu David, the Mind and Body Mentor, and in this video we're going to talk about how to use crystals. Do crystals really work? And what are crystals for? So stay tuned and we're going to get into those topics right away. So I just want to share with you my experience with crystals. I've always been interested in them since I was a little kid. My neighbor would bring me over. I was like 6 years old, and they would have a rock polishing machine, and they would show me these little crystals and stones like amethyst and semi-precious stones. And that was when I was a kid. I got really interested in these rocks and what they actually did. So as I grew older, I started to study Qigong and started meditation, and then I started to learn that actually crystals help you to activate certain parts of your meditation. And I was like, wow, I never heard that before. Let me try it out. So I went out and I started buying all sorts of different crystals and testing them out. So let me show you some of the crystals that I have checked out and how what my experience is with them. So if you watch any superhero movies, you probably know that everyone's fascinated with the power of crystals. For example, Superman, kryptonite is a crystal that his only weakness. In Star Wars, we have kyber crystals where they're using their lightsabers to power the lightsabers. And then there's also the infinity stones that we see in Marvel Avengers. So throughout our history and throughout many different cultures, we have heard about the power of stones, the power of crystals. So I'm going to share with you in this video what my experience is with them and how I've been able to use them to enhance different parts of my life. So stay tuned and we're going to talk about those things right now. So I first became interested in crystals when I was a little kid. I was being babysat by my neighbors. They're an older couple, husband and wife, and one of their hobby was to collect semi-precious stones, and then they would tumble them in the polishing thing, and then they would have these polished stones that are very pretty, and they would give me some when I was there, and I would play with them. And then ever since then, I would always be looking on the ground, seeing if I can find some shiny rock or some kind of special rock on the ground whenever I go to the beach. And as I grew up, then I started to learn Tai Chi and started to learn meditation, started to learn Qigong. And then I started to learn that these stones and crystals actually will enhance your meditation and will enhance your experiences and enhance your specific chakras in your body. So I was like, wow, that sounds pretty interesting. I better test it out. So I went and I bought a lot of different crystals to test with. And I'll show you how to test that in just a moment. But then I started this, and then now I found a few very specific crystals and actually technology to add to the crystals that have them like thousands of times more effect than just a regular crystal. So that's very exciting. I'm going to share with you too. So let's get into those in the next section. So if you want to start playing around with crystals, one easy way is to buy them online. They're fairly cheap, and you can get different kinds of crystals. For example, this is tiger eye, we have carnelian, and then we have fluorite. Okay, so there's all sorts of different stones that you can get, and you can read about this online. There's many different sites that you can go to that tell you what are the benefits of each stone. So what I did is just bought a bunch of them, hope as many as I can find, and then I just tested it. And how do you test it? One way is called muscle testing. A very easy way. So for example, let's take tiger eye, which I really like. Okay, this is tiger eye. It's got yellow and some brown in it. So how you do it is you want to do muscle testing. You can put your finger together, your thumb and your pinky together like this. Okay, and then you put your thumb and your index finger like this, and you make a chain, and then you want to open up your thumb and pinky like that. Just open it up like that with your try to break the chain. So get a base of how much power you need to open that pinky. Okay, now once you got that, you know how much power it needs to open that pinky. Now you're gonna wear the bracelet. It doesn't matter, you just have to make contact with your skin and do the same thing and see if it actually makes you weaker or stronger. Now if it makes you weaker, that means that the stone's not good for you. If it makes you stronger, that means the stone is good for you. That's a very simple way of doing it. So if you want to test two bracelets, for example, you can do some tests with one bracelet, do the muscle testing, and see how much strength you have, and then you do that, put on the next one, and you can test and see how much the other one does. So if you want to test 2 different bracelets, what you can do is you can do the test, the muscle test, with one bracelet. For example, you can see, this is making me strong. It takes actually quite a lot of force to open it up. So that's, let's say, an 8. And then let's put something else on. For example, I'll put on this one, the rose quartz, and then I do the same thing, and then it breaks a lot easier. So I know that this tiger eye is making me stronger than the rose quartz. So and what you want to do ideally is actually do it with your eyes closed, and so that you're not influenced by the color or the size of the gem. And it's good to have someone help you with that, and just basically hand you the bracelets, and you put them on with your eyes closed, and then you would do the test, write down the test results, and see how what you experience with that. So that's one way of testing these crystals. Very simple, and it's not expensive. You can get these for less than $10 each. The more expensive one, maybe $20 or $30. So maybe if you had a bunch of them, maybe you can test 5 of them and see which one is the best for you. And those are the ones that you can use when you want to get more energy and you want to get more strength. So as I said, different crystals have different purposes. And this is my experience. Different crystals may have different effects on different people. It depends on your personality, depends on your body type, depends on just your overall person. So, but what I found is tiger eye, and it's like caffeine. It's actually colored like coffee. So it gives me more energy, gives me more physical strength too. So that's tiger eye. Carnelian, this is an orange, it's called orange carnelian. That helps me to recover, helps me with body recovery and for strengthening. Okay, and then we also have, what else we have? We have fluorite. Fluorite is kind of like a something that cleanses. I feel cleansing if I need. Now there's also howlite, the howlite, which is good for meditation, opening up your crown chakra and your third eye. We also have rose quartz. Rose quartz is good for love and opening up your heart chakra. And we also have clear quartz. Clear quartz is pretty much good for anything. It's good for focusing. It's good for cleansing, and it's called the master stone because you can use it to program it to do anything you want. And there's also hematite. Hematite is really good for grounding and centering, and doing for that. So those are some of the crystals that work well for me personally. You may find ones that work probably better for you or worse for you, but there's some other crystals that didn't show you that didn't work well for me, so I threw them out. And there's also some other ones that work really well that I haven't shown you yet. They're really special crystals that are very hard to find, and I'll show you some of those in the next section. So stay tuned and I'll show you what to do next. And yes, we're giving away these free DVDs, Ancient Qigong Secrets for Mind and Body. All you need to do to enter the contest is to subscribe to this channel, click the notification bell to get notifications of all the new lessons, and comment in the comment section and like this video, and you'll be entered into the draw. Every week we're giving away a free DVD, so good luck.